Jai Hind, the student of class 10th. Today we are going to cover second unit of chapter 3, that is the black aeroplane. First of all, I will give you the introduction of this chapter, and then after one onwards the paragraphs will be described to you. So my dear student, without wasting time, let's have a start with the topic. Okay, so the introduction is of this poem is The Lesson Black Aeroplane. This is written by Frederick Forsyth. It reflects on how one's judgment gets distorted due to fanaticizing and how it creates problems. In this chapter, the narrator is a pilot and who is so eager to meet with his family and have a good breakfast that he takes the wrong decision of facing the storm instead of doing the right thing. Miraculously, he somehow manages to escape with the help of mysterious aeroplane. Right? So, what this story reflects, let's see. The story Black Aeroplane is about a pilot who feels happy and contented to fly over a city that is sleeping. He is flying from the Paris to London. While taking his flight, his dreams about a long holiday with his family. As soon as he crosses Paris, he gets a look of the dark clouds that were a sign of upcoming storm. The right decision would have been to turn back to Paris for the sake of safety. But he, being overshadowed by his dreams and not wanting to delay them, risks of the life of his passengers and heads straight into the storm. Everything gets dark. He is unable to see. All his directions instruments stopped functioning and he lost control of the plane. When all hope was lost, he saw another plane whose pilot was more than willing to rescue them. The author was panicking as there was very less amount of fuel left. The anonymous pilot guided them out of the storm and disappeared as soon as they saw light. Upon landing, when he asked the lady to control room about the other pilot, he is left in shock when he says that he was the only plane in the sky, that his plane was the only one. My dear student, that story is going to be very crucial. That is very interesting story is going to be for you. Okay, so let's get started. The moon was coming up in the east behind me, and stars were shining in the clear sky above me. There was not a cloud in the sky. I was happy to be alone high up above the sleeping countryside. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane over France back to England. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward of being with my family. I looked at my watch, 1:30 in morning. Right? So it was the time of night when the sky was clear and the stars could be twinkling, stars could be shining. The pilot failed peace in being above the country, means he was flying over the country. That means you can say it in being above the country that had fallen asleep while he was flying over France to England, means he was coming to England from France. It was a 1:30, that means approximately midnight in the morning, and he was fanatizing about holiday with his family. I should call Paris control soon, I thought as I looked down past the nose of the aeroplane. I saw the lights of a big city in front of me. I switched on the radio and said, Paris control, Dakota DS 088 here. Can you hear me? I am on my way to England. Over. As you can see inside the movies, inside the any other part of your pictorial programs, that sometimes when captain calls to another captain, then he always continues like over, right? So the same thing was happening there. When the aeroplane was in France, the pilot thought of informing the Paris control personal about the presence of and for instructions. At that time, lights from the Paris city were blaring at him. He informed the control agency, to which they replied with further instructions on directions. The control room at Paris instructed him to turn 12 degrees towards west. Right? I checked the map. Oh, sorry. The voice from the radio answered immediately. DS, I can hear you. You turn to 12 degree west to DS 088. Over. I checked the map and the compasses switched over to my second last and fuel tank, and I turned Dakota 12 degrees west towards England. I will be in time for breakfast. I thought, a good big English breakfast. Everything was going well. I was an easy flight, right? After so here you can write the meaning of compass. Compass means it's an instrument for telling directions, right? So after receiving the instructions, the pilot geared up and followed them while putting the last fuel tank into operations. All this time he was dreaming about his time with his family, and then he started thinking about having a satisfactory breakfast, having a delicious breakfast at the destination point. He was calm, he was peaceful, as everything was going to be planned. Means whatever he has thought, the whole thing was going to be done as usual, right? Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me when I saw the clouds, storm clouds. They were huge. They looked like black mountains standing in front of me across the sky. I knew I could not fly up and over them, and I did not have enough fuel to fly around them to the north or south. I ought to go back to Paris, I thought, but I wanted to get home. I wanted that breakfast. I will take the risk, I thought, and flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. Now the plane had crossed the Paris when he started seeing cloud in the sky. The presence of clouds made it unsafe to travel by air because there were chance of a storm. They were so huge and dark that the pilot compared them with black mountains. He knew he could not pass them, as it was impossible to go above them or escape them with the amount of fuel that was left in the last tank. Okay, the right decision would have been to fly. The right decision would have been to fly back to Paris safety, but the pilot's decision making was clouded by his wish to meet his family. He so desperately wanted to be with his family and have that English breakfast he had been dreaming of all day, that he took the risk of not going back. Thus he headed plane right into the storm. He was so willing, he was so determined that he entered in that dark clouds because he was willing to have that breakfast. Inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. It was impossible to see anything outside. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air. I looked at the compass. I could not believe my eyes. The compass was turning round and round and round. It was dead. It would not work. The other instruments were suddenly dead too. I tried the radio. It was so dark because of the storm that nothing was visible outside of the plane. He started losing the control of the aeroplane. The compass and other instruments had also stopped working because of the bad weather, and he became helpless. That's why he tried the radio. Paris control, Paris control. Can you hear me? There was no answer. The radio was dead too. I had no radio, no compass. I could not see where I was. I was lost in the storm. Then, in the black clouds quite near me, I saw another aeroplane. It had no lights on its wings, but I could see it flying next to me through the storm. I could see the pilot's face turn towards me. I was very glad to see another person. He lifted one hand and waved. Follow me. He was saying, follow me. He knows that I am lost. I thought he is trying to help me. He tried calling the Paris Control Agency, who had helped him earlier but could not connect because of the weather, because of the bad weather. In fact, in the midst of nowhere, when everything failed, he saw a ray of hope when he saw another aeroplane. He felt relieved when he saw another pilot's face and willingness to help him escaped the storm. He thought to himself that the other pilots very kind, as he knew that they were lost and was trying to help me. That means here here the writer was thinking that everything was unfair, but this man is there for help me, right? He turned his aeroplane slowly to the north in front of my Dakota so that it would be easier for me to follow him. I was very happy to go behind that strange plane like an obedient child. After half an hour, the strange black aeroplane, there was only enough fuel in old Dakota's last tank to fly for 5 or 10 minutes more. I was starting to feel frightened again, but then started to go down and I followed through the storm. Suddenly I came out of the clouds and saw two long straight lines of lights in front of me. It was runway and airport. I was safe. I turned to look for my friend in the black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. There was nothing there. The black aeroplane was gone. I could not see it anywhere. My dear students, now a story has taken a turn. You will write the meaning of frightened, that is terrified. Followed means chased. Obedient, one who obeys the instructions, and glad means happy. So the other pilot took his plane ahead of my aeroplane to make it easier. Here the narrator is taking that the other pilot took his plane ahead of my aeroplane to make it easier for me to follow, while the author followed him like an obedient child. He was also panicking because there was very less amount of fuel left. It was only then he started coming out of a storm and could see the runway to land his plane safely. When he turned to thank the other pilot, he realized that the plane that helped had disappeared as soon as he came out of a storm. So I landed and I was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota near the control tower. I went and asked a woman into the control center where I was and who the other pilot was. I wanted to say thank you. She looked at me very strangely and then laughed. Another aeroplane up there in the storm? No other aeroplanes were flying tonight. Yours was the only I could see on the radar. So who helped me to arrive there safely without a compass or radio and without any more fuel my tanks? Who was the pilot on the strange back aeroplanes flying the storm without lights? Now the mystery occurs. Radar means it's a system of detecting the presence of directions, distance and speed of aircraft, ships and any other objects by sending out pulses of radio waves which are reflected of the object back to the sources. Strangely means it's in a strange manner. So the author did not know where he had landed but was not afraid of leaving his plane unattended. He headed straight into the control room and asked about the other pilot. When he made an inquiry, the inquiry person was the head of inquiry person was confused who was there. To his utmost surprise, the lady who was there informed him that there was no other plane in the sky except his because of bad weather. He is left astonished with lots of questions unanswered in his mind. Now you can see that the story has been finished and it has given a long question marks to us that who has actually helped him, and writer was also feeling like that. Okay, so dear students, that's very important story for you. I think maybe one or two questions from this section you will find out in your board examinations. So again and again revise this video, my dear students. Further, if you are having any kind of confusion, then you can ask inside the class group, and tomorrow we will finish another poem from this sections. Up to the time, thank you, have a nice day, Jai Hind.